We're here today to talk about the SPI sessions, right? We recently got to investigate with the Ghost Brothers, and we shared with them our method. This is taking the Estes Method
Otherwise,
to a whole new level.
I'm ready if you are.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going under.
All right, so we got them on mute so they can't hear us. And we're going to start asking questions. So who wants to start? Amy, go ahead.
Gina and Todd have headphones on and they're listening to a radio. And you can go manipulate that radio to say the words that you want to tell us. So if we ask you a question, can you go tell them one of the words or whatever word you want to answer?
Let me explain, just for the cameras, how we do a SPI session. So we have two different S boxes or spirit boxes going in two different locations with the headphones on. So two different people have headphones on with the SPI session or with the spirit box, and they're in two different locations, and they're using their phone. They're on speakerphone to communicate with the people asking the questions who are in yet a third location, right? And the people that are asking the questions, their phone is on speaker, but it's on mute. So there is absolutely no way that people with the headphones on can hear the questions.
Yeah.
To me, that's the
Everyone's
key.
isolated.
Everyone is isolated, but to me, that is the key. Because I don't care how good your noise-canceling headphones are. If you're in the same room with the person asking questions, you're going to hear those questions. And you may not be intentionally saying responses, but you're hearing the responses that you want to hear, and you're saying what you want those responses to be, right?
Yeah.
And I know that it's happened on multiple occasions. I've even experienced it myself. So that's how we do it.
Okay. Give us your name. My name is Ben.
My name's Amy.
Amy's over here. Piper.
I'm Josie.
Danny's in the back.
I'm Bree.
And Brianne is right here. Can you repeat one of our names? We also have Gina and
Art.
we have Gina and Todd that you can try to communicate with.
Gina.
Oh.
You know, I have to say, I think it really said Art coming again.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Big one?
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
well, thank you for saying Gina.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Gina's very nice. Is there something you would like to say to Gina or one of us?
I heard Todd, and then I heard Ben.
Oh.
Thank you.
Katie, as a scientist, what do you think of how we do the SPI session?
So I really like the way that we do the SPI sessions. The fact that the speakers aren't in the same room as the people who are listening goes a long way to helping for the validity of all of that. The one thing that I do find is a fault with that is if your spirit boxes are syncing up somehow, and that might correlate to why you've got two people in different rooms saying the same things at about the same time.
Which I think would be pretty hard for that to happen, but I get it that it could happen.
Yeah,
I
no,
get that it could
it's
happen.
not likely, especially
Right.
if there's variation in when you've turned them on or
Right.
stuff like that. But scientifically, critically, because I can't confirm that they're not syncing up.
Right.
Because of communication.
Do they have trouble communicating with us, or do you have trouble?
Radio.
Having trouble with the radio? Should we stop it? Or do you like it?
Radio.
They both said it.
That's crazy.
Do you like the radio?
Record.
It's like records, yeah. Did you used to listen to records?
They're calling.
So to eliminate that, SB7 boxes can do AM or FM.
Right. They can also do forwards and backwards, and they can do different speeds.
So we choose something that's different just to eliminate that factor, right?
That's great, and I think that's a great idea to try that. And Matthew Jackson has these different devices that use different things. It's not an SB7. It doesn't necessarily use radio signals. It uses different types of white noise. So my idea is to have one of those going in one room and SB7 in a completely different room, just the same way we did the SPI session, which I still think, even with the SB7s, what we've done, I think the stuff that we've done has been very impressive. And Ben and I, we've talked about it. I hated this tool when we first started using it. So did you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Amy didn't really like it that much because it drove her nuts. The white noise messes with you, right? But since we've been doing it this way, we've gotten results that we cannot deny. We have examples of results that are just, to me, they're kind of mind-blowing.
Site.
Can you say Todd, Bree, or Ben?
T.
No way.
Oh my god.
Who said that? Was that?
That was Amy.
Piper, wasn't it?
It sounded like
Sound
Amy.
What is that?
What is what? Can you say that again?
Marching forward. It's different. What?
Can you say one of our names again?
Mother. Mom.
They just
More laughing.
mother and mom. They both said
They did say the same thing, didn't they?
yes.
Whose mother? Is Bree the mother you're talking about?
When we were at the Crump Theater, I asked specifically, give us a name, right? But I noticed when I went back and I was editing the video, I realized I completely missed a name right after I asked for it. What is your name?
Chris, help. Mother.
Okay. Give us your name. That.
Right.
And I think we all missed it. My only concern is, had I recognized that there was a name then that would have led
to more questions.
That was a positive
absolute
response.
a direct response. So one of the things I wanted to ask though, and I'm going to ask each of you this, because when you're under the headphones, are you only saying what you're hearing, or is there more to it than that? Amy, what?
Yeah, there's definitely more to it than that. If I only said exactly what I am sure I'm hearing over the headphones, I would probably never say anything. Whatever it is that's I feel like that's what this said.
And you're just saying it.
Mm-hmm.
This segment is a single SPI session. Only Ben has the headphones on and can hear the SB7. Katie is in the room with him, and they are in the library on the second floor of the Inspiration House. The rest of us, Amy, Bree, Piper, and myself, are on the first floor at the other end of the building.
One speaking.
What about the one speaking?
You.
Who said books?
I said books earlier. I asked you what your favorite book was.
I did too.
Another.
I asked you to pull a book out and put it on the... Huh? I asked you to pull a book out on the shelf. Can you do that?
Yeah.
So do it.
Do it then.
Show us.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Is it hard to do?
No.
Can you put it on the floor? A book? Keep in mind, Ben and Katie cannot hear our questions, which makes the responses and the timing of those responses kind of interesting. This next segment is from the same session but occurred several minutes later. We still have Ben and Katie in the second floor library while we are on the first floor at the other end of the building. Again, they cannot hear our questions at all.
Newcomers?
Newcomers?
We have one newcomer.
Katie is a newcomer. The rest of us have been here before, don't you remember? It's not Friday anymore.
Oh no.
Now do I, or something like that.
Thank you.
The new one.
Okay, who's the new
Hi.
one?
Can you say the new one's name? Or
From. He's from.
she's
From
from
Indiana.
from Indiana. That's right.
Came a long way to see you, talk to you.
Do you want her to put the headphones on?
You asked her earlier? Early. What?
Did we ask her earlier? Well, we asked anybody earlier.
Clear.
Do you want her to put the headphones on?
You asked. It's secret. Don't tell her.
Don't tell her what.
Wait.
We have to have her do this tomorrow.
Yes.
Are you going to talk to her if she puts headphones on? Are you going to tell her her secret answer?
Yes. Are you going to give her her?
Tonight.
Tonight? I think they won't just wait till tomorrow.
Maybe we should tell
should tell
Ben
her
to
to do it
shut
right
it
now.
down and swap them now.
She
Okay.
would group first.
Touch.
You want
touch
them-
hair?
Touch
You want
hair.
them to come down and then we'll swap? It did say touch hair. Are you still on mute?
Yeah.
Clothing?
Clothing?
Do you want them to come down or do you want
I
them
don't-
to switch?
Not rough.
Yes. Don't be rough.
You can touch somebody's hair. It's okay.
Katie freak out if somebody touches her.
Doesn't want to.
Okay. Yeah. Probably not a good idea.
Definitely doesn't.
Okay.
Up against the wall?
Is she up against the wall? Ask Katie where she's sitting.
No.
Katie, where are you sitting?
I'm sitting in one of the arm chairs under the camera.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I think we should have Katie do it.
I think so too.
Yes, when we were at the Asher Walton house, I would argue that I'm probably the least experienced person in here with the S-Box and the SPI method, but I normally am just repeating words that I hear come over the radio, but at Asher Walton, it was like a small child had run into the room and gotten in my ear and whispered, "Can you hear me?"
Oh, God.
And I remember repeating that out loud, and then Bree turning on the phone and being like, "Yeah, we can hear you," and then me having to clarify after the fact and be like, "No, that was like in the headphones. Somebody just came up and asked me, can you hear me?"
so Bree thought you were saying,
Yeah.
Can you guys hear
I was
me?
like,
Like,
I was
is my
terrified
phone
because
working?
It was
So-
the first start of the session.
Love it.
See,
So-
that's fantastic.
So another.
Going to your question that you asked both Amy and Katie, I repeat what I hear because I'm not confident to repeat thoughts that come through my mind.
Thinking back, you
lack-
think things have popped into your mind and you didn't
I
say that.
can't honestly. Well, when I go back to think about the Inspiration House, I still filtered some of the things because I didn't think it made sense, like specifically company. And you were getting things about
About like
military
regiments
units,
or
yeah.
companies.
Yeah. So, and
Yeah.
I should have said that.
Here's a brief clip from the session that Bree was talking about. In the session, her and Ben are both under the headphones on SB7s in different parts of the building. And Amy, Piper, and I are asking the questions. And at this point, we had reason to believe we were talking to someone that had something to do with the Underground Railroad and or the Civil War.
766.
Was that the name of the address?
No. Adam.
166 Adam.
Just another
Victim.
box.
Just another victim. Box. The music box?
Arranged for them.
Funeral. Find.
The music box is shaped like a coffin.
Liz.
Elizabeth?
Donner.
Let's go to forward.
Music.
Are you playing?
Board.
Are you playing the music in the other room?
After the session, we had a debrief, and we found out that the word company had popped into Bree's head, but she did not say it at the time. Further research later on also revealed that the 166th Ohio Regiment was formed not far from where this house is located in Oberlin, Ohio. Yeah, Piper, it's to you. I mean, do you feel like you just say what you hear, or do things pop in your head? Do you just say everything?
I repeat what I hear, but then sometimes random, or not random, but words will just pop up in my head that won't go away, so I'll just say it too.
Okay, so you've been doing it pretty well.
Yeah.
Right from the get-go. Well, let me ask you this. When we were at the Inspiration House, one of the first times that this really stood out to us, you and Amy were under the headphones, and you said Teague right after Ben asked for a name. Do you remember this?
More than that, we asked, can you say one of our names?
Right. Actually, you said, can you say Ben, Bree, or Todd?
Yeah.
And you didn't say any of that, but you said Teague. To me, that's even more important. Do you remember, did you hear that, or is that something that just popped in your head?
I heard it.
You heard Teague in that one. That's pretty good. Well, we're at a completely different location. We have no idea if this place is haunted or not. I say let's give it a try.
Let's do it.
You guys want to do some spy sessions?
Duh.
Yeah.
Soundstripe.
Here's a couple of highlights from our first single spy session at Eagle River Lighthouse. I'm on the headphones upstairs by the entrance to the lighthouse beacon. They are downstairs asking questions.
I think sometimes it's hard to speak through the radio, but just to confirm that you are trying to speak to us, could you either turn the music box back on or tell us your name? Charles.
Hard to breathe.
I wonder if that's Todd saying that. That's coming through the radio. I'll have to ask him later.
I'm okay.
Was it hard for you to breathe? Or hard for Todd?
That's giving me chills, Amy.
Soundstripe.
Where?
It's kind of what we're wondering. Where did that sound come from?
Floor, maybe?
Oh my god, that's kind of what it sounded like.
Soundstripe.
Can you tell us either your name or the name of somebody in the house so that we know we're talking to you again?
Bruce, maybe?
That's a name. Is Bruce correct?
Yes.
Oh my god. Thank you. Bruce, earlier we got the name Charles. Do you know who Charles is?
Soundstripe.
Do you know what that knocking sound was?
Me.
Well, that was really neat. Thank you.
So this last segment is that same night. As you could tell, we were getting what we thought were some direct responses out of the spirit box, and we were also getting some activity on the music box. So we switched it up a little bit, and Amy went upstairs to listen to the headphones, and I went downstairs to continue asking the questions. Again, Amy can't hear my questions, so the timing and the responses are kind of interesting. Okay, now Amy has that little box up there. If you can let her hear words through that little box, if you can somehow make her...
Hi.
Well, hi. That's great. Can you tell me what your name is? The music box is that funny little shaped thing up there that turns and plays music and lights up when you get in front of it. Do you know what I'm talking about? If you do, go over and make it play music. There it is. That's great, thank you. Look, like I said earlier, we're only here to learn your story. If you can help us learn about you or the house or anything.
Help them. They gave me a chill.
Okay, how can we help them? What do we need to do? Is it women and children that we need to help? You heard a ding?
Like the music box? Yeah.
Were there women and children on a shipwreck nearby?
Their children.
Oh my gosh.
The music box just blinked.
Oh my God.
This is what we've been getting is like direct. Yeah.
Can you
And
tell?
the tripwire and the music box.
1947. Hold on a second.
For Emperor?
Yeah, 1947.
Did you die in 1947?
No.
Okay, maybe that wasn't it.
I told you no.
Okay. I'm going to ask you one more question. If you can please tell me, are you one of the children that passed away on the SS Cyprus? If so, go ahead and tell Amy yes or make the music box play. If you're not,
You know, it sounds like a lot of children talking. I can't make any of it out.